You've done so many things and you've been effective and brilliant at all of them. You were on season 2 through 4 of Real Housewives of New York. You are a model. You have transitioned to being an ambassador and influencer for wellness products and companies of such. And you're a badass realtor that has also been featured on, Selling New York a couple different times. So like there's a lot going, and all your hobbies and being a mom, right? Let's be honest. There's been things that's gone on in your life over the last 5-10 years that could have derailed anybody that didn't have that focus. So what I really want to do right now is paint the picture for the audience that, maybe some strategies on staying focused so that you can be so damn dynamic.
I mean, I think like the operative word is derailed. Whatever has happened in my personal professional life, I wasn't raised with the option of getting derailed. Like I've always said, like I was never raised that it's okay to not work hard, work smart, try to do better, be kinder, be more proactive. I just wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised to talk about how bad life was or the situations that were happening. I was raised to find the solutions, not only for myself, but to help my friends and people who I trust help them with solutions so we can work together. I believe in a team. No one person does envy. Anyone that says that it's just one person on an island, that's not true. You always have different people around you. Just choose to bring them along or not. So I think that being derailed is something that was just never in my vernacular, just never something that I didn't have the luxury of being able to have that or be like that or think like that.
I love that. Because what we're talking about is mental toughness and grit and an amazing and unshakable mindset, right? And we all have shit that goes down in our lives. Like we all do. Like we can have moments of being derailed. And I think at some point, everybody has this moment like, okay, I got to take a step back and I got to evaluate this and maybe find a pivot. But what we cannot do is give up from the mission. I just think there's too many people right now that are giving up on what they want because of somebody else's voice saying that they can't do something. I had this conversation yesterday with Kathy Ireland. It was just, she was saying that, like there's people that are always going to tell you, you can't do something.
Always.
What are you going to do? Listen? How many people made fun of me for doing this? I mean, are there any more douchey things than quitting an amazing sales career in the medical business to start a podcast? I don't know. They make fun of people like me.
First of all, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And it takes a lot of confidence to make a big decision like that. So, I mean, that's awesome. I think that, even today, 15 years later, after being on Housewives, people are constantly telling me how ugly I am, how stupid I am, how awful I am, what a terrible person I am, how self-centered I am. Have you met me?
Wow. I've been on
all the things that I am not.
I've
Okay,
literally, I know
thanks.
multiple. It's so funny because I never judge anything based on what I see on reality TV, right? I know I have plenty of friends that were in, reality shows that were produced to look like an absolute villain. And they're the kindest, most loyal individuals I've ever been friends with, right? But it's so funny because, when you look at all that, when you look at the exposure, how are some, because listen, let's be honest, there's people in this world that will have one person tell them one thing, like, I don't think you can make it, or you don't have what it takes. It could be a boss, but you literally have the keyboard warriors and the armchair quarterbacks telling you things about you that aren't true. And after, 10 minutes of this conversation, I can already tell you that, Nick D's correct. And everybody who knows you, that is just, you're an amazing person. And you're not, they don't know who the hell you are.
No, they don't. But that's okay because that was a part of my life that was really fun. And, I went on Housewives because I recently got divorced and I was very young and I had to raise two children. And when you're a financial provider, you're not like, I'm just going to like sit home and just
Yeah.
provide and wait for someone to provide while I'm waiting to provide. Just doesn't work like that. And I mean, I would love to be able to, again, like I would love to have been able to like sit, regroup, figure out what I was going to do. I didn't have that luxury. So I had to shift gears immediately. And I was offered an opportunity to be on Housewives. And I was offered an opportunity to do something else, another show. And then the executive producer was like, we need to legitimize this brand. Like, we'd love to have you on. And I was like, why not?
Yeah.
And normally, because I'm a writer, I'm always like checking things out. I'm not like I don't like dive deep and find out people's deepest, darkest secrets. But I do like to have like an overall understanding of who they are, just as right out of respect. Like, hey, I saw you did this, or I know you did that. Um, and I didn't do that when I was on Housewives because I was like, this is supposed to be reality, and I want people to see the real me. And I thought people were gonna like be like, oh my God, I can be like her too. I can come from Rockford, Illinois and model and work hard and, try to like make hay while the sun shines and, explore and celebrate all these incredible people. But no, they were like, that's what you do? I'm like, yes, that's what I do. They're like, oh my God, how awful. Can't believe you like are curious and want to do things to help other people. That's awful.
Yeah.